What's up guys, it's your boy Amazaru and welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be talking about one of my favourite characters of all time and a character that resonates with a lot of people. He's also a character who lies a lot, but sometimes those lies become truth, and that is the sniper of the Straw Hats Pirates, God Usopp. So let's get into the video. We're first introduced to Usopp in the Syrup Village arc, where Usopp fought a band of dangerous pirates who were sailing up to the island, where they turned out to be a trio of good pirates, one of which was Luffy, who had heard about Usopp from his father. Soon after, Usopp went to see Kaya. He was taunted by her butler, Klahadore, until he punched him. As Usopp was fuming near the edge of the island, he and Luffy witnessed Klahadore, really an infamous pirate called Captain Kuro, plotting with the Django about killing Kaya. He tried to warn Kaya, but she refused to believe him. Luffy, Zoro, and Nami agreed to help protect the village from the coming horde of black cat pirates. However, they picked the wrong shore and had to rush back to block the pirates. Their plan seemed to be working until Kuro arrived and Kaya witnessed the truth. She ran into the forest with Django following her, and Usopp followed with Zoro as Luffy fought with Kuro and his crew. Zoro cut away the trees to stop Django from killing Kaya. Later, Kaya gave the Straw Hat Pirates the Going Merry as a gift, and they offered Usopp to join the crew. At Syrup Village, Usopp is introduced as a coward, but tries his hardest to exploit the villain's plans. We also learn that he wants to be a pirate because of his father and idolizes him. In Arlong Park, the development with Usopp's character comes from his grasp of what his dream is. When Chu is shooting water bullets at Usopp and he is behind a tree, Usopp screams he wants to be a brave warrior of the sea. So the importance of this fight was for Usopp to obtain his dream. The next arc that Usopp's character develops more is in the Alabasta arc, where he's fighting alongside Chopper. In this fight, Usopp's character progresses when he overcomes the fear of the agents in front of him and the pain of the 4-ton bat, and declares his 100% loyalty to Luffy by saying Luffy is the man who will become the Pirate King. This moment is an illustration of Usopp cementing his loyalty to Luffy and his dream. The Water 7 and Enies lobby arc is where you see Usopp's character not only develop but also see the flaws in his character, as Usopp doesn't duel Luffy because his loyalty for him diminished, but because the insecurity of his own position in the crew. So the previous development is not ruined by this outcome. The Merry represents a crew member that got too weak and therefore got left behind. Usopp saw himself being in the same position as Merry and feared that he would one day become too weak and be left behind by the dreams and ambitions of Luffy. Usopp also says that he will fix Merry up like he always has, and Luffy shouts, "You are not a shipwright, Usopp." This is important because this proves that Usopp does not have a specific position on the crew at this point. This could also be foreshadowed back in Arlong Park, where Luffy says to Arlong, "I can't cook, navigate, use swords, or lie." Usopp is still not seen as a sniper at that point in the story and still isn't in Water 7. Fast forward a bit and Usopp comes back as Soga King. Soga King is a representation of everything Usopp wants to be and a source of courage for Usopp. Fast forward a bit again and Usopp is about to be killed by Jabra and Sanji comes and saves him. Sanji tells Usopp to do what only he can do. So Usopp starts sniping towards the Gate of Justice, thus being his crowning moment where he proves himself as a sniper. Eventually, Usopp restores his relationship with the Straw Hats by apologizing and returns as a sniper of the crew. The final arc that I think Usopp gained a lot of character development is in Dressrosa, as all this time Usopp has been using Soga King as a means of gaining courage. However, it can be said this is also a form of Usopp hiding. The Tontata put all their hopes on Usopp and think that Osoland will come help them. The pressure for Usopp in this arc has been building up for the majority of the arc and he couldn't handle the stress, so he runs away. Unfortunately, Usopp embodies one of the main themes of Dressrosa, deception. All this time, Doflamingo had been deceiving her Tontata and Usopp was essentially doing the same. However, their cries finally reached Usopp. This time he didn't have the Soga King mask to hide behind. What the Tontata wanted was Usopp. If some guy in a mask appeared, then the Tontata would not believe it was Usopp that appeared to save them. Usopp finally gains the courage and announces that he's Usopp of the Straw Hat Pirates, not Usopp, not Soga King. There are no more masks for Usopp to hide behind. That is the core of Usopp's progression in Dressrosa. He no longer needs the Soga King mask to gain courage, which can be confirmed with the new wanted poster being for Usopp, not Soga King. There's also been a lot of lies that Usopp has told throughout the series, and sometimes these lies have become true. I want to shout out Reddit for helping me learn about these lies and which ones have come true. Let me list a couple of them. Number 1. While telling stories of his brave adventures to Kaya, he mentions a large goldfish whose poop is so big that it becomes an island. At the end of Little Garden arc, we see Dory and Broggy beat a large goldfish while mentioning that his poop is so big that it becomes an island. Number 2. He spoke to Kaya about a country of dwarves, which was confirmed when we were introduced to the Tontata. Number 3. Mentioned a huge mole to Kaya, later ended up finding Miss Merry Christmas in Arabasta. Number 4. Spoke of a Cerberus in one of his stories, Filler Bark arc had the Straw Hats meet a Cerberus zombie. Number 5. He said that Luffy's 30 million bounty is actually his. Later down the line, Usopp's first bounty ends up being 30 mil. There are also many more I haven't talked about, but there is a lie that Usopp said that I think might become true in the future, and that is him getting Conqueror's Haki. That is because Usopp has the traits that all the people who have Conqueror's Haki have, as he has the strong will and also the charisma to draw people in. I think that Usopp is a character that everyone who reads or watches One Piece can relate to. People either hate him or love him because he has a quality or characteristic that we see in ourselves. Like Usopp, we are always scared of the unknown or something that we find hard to deal with. But similar to Usopp, we are always able to overcome our fears. By Usopp overcoming his fears, he's able to become stronger, which in turn helps Luffy become Pirate King, and also helps Usopp reach his dream of becoming a brave warrior of the sea. One last thing I want to add, Usopp will never stop showing fear, because in order to be brave you need to feel fear. The moment where you overcome fear is when one can say they have been brave. Now tell me what you think. What do you think about Usopp, and also who is your favourite Straw Hat pirate and why? Like, comment and subscribe, and follow me on Twitter at @Omazaru_red. See you guys on the next one.